Hey guys, this week we're taking a look at the 2017 BMW i3. This car can only be summarized as unique, so let's take a look at it. As you can see, the exterior has definitely a different style to it. It's not my favorite looking car out there, obviously, but it is growing on me and it serves a purpose. It's got a bunch of different unique lines. It really stands out. It's very aerodynamic. The entire tub on this car is made of plastic reinforced with carbon fiber. It's actually really cool. It keeps the weight down and makes this car very light for an electric car. Now let's talk about this interior, because it's not like premium quality, but it's definitely really cool and a lot different, unique than anything else on the market right now. A lot of the materials are made from recyclable or renewable energy products, but the way that it's laid out, the floating displays, the this cloth mesh with the leather, it's just really nice. Of course, you got some nice technology in here too. Like I mentioned, you have the floating display, you have dual displays, and you have this gear stock that's very different. You have your start button, a park button, and then you roll this thing forward to engage drive, and you roll it backwards to engage neutral or reverse. It's very futuristic. Looks like it comes from a spaceship from a movie set or something like that. It's pretty unique, and I like it a lot. So recently we reviewed the new 5 Series, and it had the new iDrive, and it was really fantastic. This car does not have that same system, but it's still a decent system. You don't get CarPlay, which is kind of weird. And definitely not the wireless CarPlay, but the Bluetooth hooked up really easily, and you've got a lot of information to scroll through. The display behind the steering wheel shows your speed, obviously, your range that you can go on both electric and your recharging range and your generator, basically, and it shows you your current power delivery and charge delivery, which we'll talk more about in a minute. Okay, now so for the expensive question, what is this thing like to drive and live with day to day? We've been driving this thing for a week now, longer than I've ever driven any fully electric car, and I'm actually quite impressed with this thing. I didn't think I was going to like it that much driving wise. I didn't think it was going to be very good on commuting. My office is just over 30 miles from my house, so it's, you know, with most electric cars, you just can't do that, especially in Texas here, getting up on the highway, 70-mile-an-hour highway most of the way, and that just drains batteries like nothing. So this one's actually done really well, and I chalk it up to the regenerative braking in this. It's very aggressive regenerative braking, but on a full charge, you should get about 108-mile range. And during my 30-mile commute, I'll usually use about 15 or 20 miles of range, which is pretty insane considering the speed what you're going. And of course, that is in traffic, so you are using some of the regenerative braking throughout that. But this other driving dynamics is it's a pretty quick car. It's only 170 horsepower, but again, it's very light. The rear wheels are being driven, and with electric cars, you get 100% of your torque at 0 RPM. So as soon as you hit the gas pedal, no matter what speed you're going, as soon as you hit the gas pedal, you're pretty much taking off. That's a really good feature of electric cars, but it makes this car very quick for being a car without a lot of power. Obviously, you have the range extender, which is basically a small engine, 1.9 gallon gas tank that gets you an extra 80 miles or so. I haven't put any gas in this all week. We didn't really use a whole lot of the gas range extension. It doesn't power the wheels, it only regenerates the batteries, so it's not like some of the other plug-in hybrids where your gas engine will kick in and drive the wheels. This only powers, recharges the batteries. So with how well the regenerative braking is and charging it every night, we actually really didn't use much of the gas. There are a few drive modes. You have Comfort, you have Eco Pro, and Eco Pro Plus. Now, if you're doing Eco Pro Plus, you're limited to 56 miles per hour, and you can't use your climate control. So I wouldn't recommend this for Texas summers. For one, you're going to get run over on the highway if you're only going 56 miles an hour. And two, with this big windshield, you definitely need some AC pumping in this thing in the summertime. But this really isn't necessarily a highway car. It's definitely a city car. If you're using this thing in the city, I think it's even better as a city car. Obviously, there's just a lot of range there, and if you're doing a lot of stop and start, and again, the regenerative braking, if you time it correctly, it's so aggressive that all you have to do is lift your foot off the accelerator pedal, and the regenerative braking will basically get you to come to a stop. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that overview of the i3. We really enjoyed our time with it. I went into this week not knowing what to expect. This is the first time we've had a fully electric car for an entire week to drive. But I came out of it really liking the car. I love the interior design, not so much the exterior design, but love the interior design. Love the way that it drives. And I'm really getting sold on this whole electric powertrain setup. So good job, BMW. If you like the review, please give us a like down below. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about this thing. And subscribe to us if you're not already. Thanks for watching.